Okay, so I went away and educated myself a little bit on a star search, and like someone suggested, and I am going to take a stab at that, and it might work and it might not work. But I was looked at the leaderboard and found that if I'd finished in 2 hours, I would have been in the top 100. So I feel less bad about not finishing, about taking so long. But also, I hate this problem. I hate it a lot, and so let me. Um, so I'm not even gonna call it move targets. God, there's so much crap in here now. Um, so I'm going to call it um, optimal path. Okay, and let's say return the optimal path that will put me next to um, an enemy. Okay, so this may work, it may not work. So I need to import heap queue now because we need to do a priority heap. So I say these are my enemies, that's fine. And I say these are the places that are off limits to me, that's also fine. And these are the places I would like to get to. So that's fine too. So now let's say shortest paths equals this, so we won't do that. And let's say best paths equals, and I need to go up to my pos and just return get a Manhattan distance. Because I'm gonna need a Manhattan distance. Manhattan self other pos, and then we'll return an int and return absolute of self dot I minus other dot I plus absolute of self dot j minus other dot j. So that'll just give me the Manhattan distance, which is what I need. So the idea behind a star search, having educated myself on it now, is that instead of just maintaining a queue of places we've been and just picking whatever's next, we're going to maintain a priority queue where we will pick off the most promising path to explore. And so, how do we choose what's the most promising path to explore? Well, the most we keep some notion of priority, which is how promising the path is. And in particular, in this case, we can say that however far we've gone, we know that the Manhattan distance between us and the target, and let's say the minimum of those for all our targets, is that's the best we can do. So we'll say that that's the most promising. And so um, shortest. So uh, here's where we track the successful paths. So let me call these successful paths. Successful paths. And then I'll just call this frontier is just that. And we are actually, so things in this party queue are going to be fighter.pos. So that's actually, I'm not going to include him in his position. So the best estimate of this empty path is going to be, actually I will include his position, just so that I can know that I have it. So the best estimate is going to be min of fighter.pos.manhattan of target for target in targets. Okay, so I'm basically saying that my first priority thing is going to be what's the closest distance, and I haven't gone anywhere. So now what I want to do is I want to say while true. So let's say while frontier. Um, and this, actually maybe I'm not gonna get this right. Star search. I was looking at the Wikipedia page, and I hate the way Wikipedia writes out algorithms, but um, and now I can't click on anything. That's not good. Frowny face. That's not good either. I don't understand what's happening here. Um, I don't get it. What does this mean when my browser just turns into a frowny face? Um, a star search. Okay, I don't even know what's going on here. My Wi-Fi is working. Should I try a different browser? Shield up for the side if a side appears broken. I literally don't get what's going on here. So this is like the stupidest thing to be wasting my time on, that I can't visit websites in my browser. Let me see if this still works. This still works. A star search. Okay, I don't know what was going on. Something bad was going on. So basically, I want to choose the best path I can, and yeah, so I think that's okay. And while current and came from keys, that's reconstruct path. So a star. So while open set is not empty. Okay, so let's say best score equals float infinity. So we'll say while frontier 0, 0 is less than or equal to best score. So I think that will work. And then I want my neighbors to, that should be okay actually. So, so let's say score path equals heap q dot heap pop frontier. Why don't I just do this? While true, score path if score is bigger than best score, then break. Okay, so that will get me out of this. And heap queue is just the Python thing for doing a heap, which is what we need to do for a priority queue. So this says take off the one with the lowest priority. And so what I want to do is say for pos in path -1 dot neighbors, if pos in path continue, so I don't want to keep going. I don't want to visit someone already visited. I said otherwise, if, and then we have also if pos in off limits continue. So and then so it's not off limits on the path, so that's good. So I say new path equals path plus pos. New score equals len of new path plus min of pos dot Manhattan target for target in targets, and that gives me new score. And then I do heap queue dot heap push frontier, and then I'm going to push the new score and the new path. And so if score is worse than the best score, break. If path -1 in targets, is that right? Targets, yes. Then I want to do two things. One, I'm going to say successful paths dot append path, and I want to set the best score as well. Best score equals len of path. Okay, so we're already doing worse than the best remaining candidate is worse than what we've already found, so break. If path 1 is in targets, this is a good candidate, so save it and its score. And this is so that if we get like different paths that have the same distance, we can choose the best one later. And so this should be good. And so now we break out of this, and now I've called them successful paths. So successful path sorts by the location of the last thing, and then that, and then if successful paths return successful paths 0. So that should be okay. And so what happens if I run this? Cave has no attribute move target. That's fine because I renamed it optimal path. So dot optimal path self. So now let us run this, and this gives us the index out of range because that was I did this whole path to follow thing. Let me comment that out for a minute. And now let me try running this. And clearly I've done something horribly wrong. So so elf false, elf false. So elf true, hit points equals 2, hit points equals 2. Why is nobody attacking that guy? Why is nobody attacking that? Okay, so I broke something, which is bad. And let me just comment that out. Comment that out. And I just have that one, so I'll run it. Okay, what the hell did I break? Take turn. Print cave.fighters. So let's just and if num rounds equals 100, break. So let's try that. So now we can just step through and see what's happening here. Because after 100 rounds, they should have killed each other, right? So round 1, these. So round 0, these guys. Nothing happened. This guy should have moved. He didn't move, so that's not good. He should have moved. He should have moved. He should have moved. So that's. So let me. Print no path. Otherwise, print path to follow. And let me just print fighter. No, this is self. Elf equals true. Hit points equals true. Oh, this is the fucking worst when it was working in some sense, and then I just totally broke it. So print self, print no enemies. Otherwise, print adjacent enemies. Adjacent enemies. Actually, let me just do this. Print attacking, attack E. I need to do that. Print unable to move. Let me just comment this out. I think this might be what's killing me. Nope, it's not what's killing me. Print no path. Print path to follow. Path to follow 1 because seriously? Oh. Um, fork resource temporarily unavailable. I don't really know what's going on. You may have too many processes already running. Okay, this is an unusual one for me. Um, uh, that is that is a problem. Um, um, bash kill all Python processes. I can't do it because it's not letting me. All right, well, PS a I don't um, I don't know how this is happening. I guess I can start killing them this way. Um, I seriously don't know why this is happening to me. Um, okay, once again, I'm gonna have to stop streaming and probably reboot my computer. So this fucking sucks. But um, I don't know what's going on with my computer. Something bad. So this will be a part 2, and then there'll be a part 3.